Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy. Sorry to push the Arsenal agenda bias already, but we are the best team in the league by a...
No, you're wrong. You're actually wrong. You're wrong.
Go on.
Best team in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Best team in the goddamn world, sir!
People complain on this show that we get too many Arsenal fans on too regularly. So,
thing,
another one.
No such thing.
Come on.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
meant to do?
Shall we address the London derby, by the way? The North London...
No.
Okay, let's move on then.
Guys, I know I called it from the start, and first game in that Arsenal win the league. And look, I know it's probably going to happen now. I just want to let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. No, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. There is 20 games left, and I sort of didn't realise that. I thought we was like 10 games left.
Yeah, is it more than... Well, yeah, we haven't even played half of our season yet.
We quite literally have not played half the season, but we are 8 points clear.
We are 8 points clear.
2-0 domination. Thoughts?
Do you know what? I honestly think Tottenham threw it. We played well, don't get me wrong. I don't understand how Conte doesn't get more abuse. All I've heard since is Levy out, ENIC out the ownership. Shocking from Conte. Genuinely, sackable performance from Conte. This is where I see it. Spurs turned up at the Emirates, October, got battered. No midfield battle. Fullbacks got exposed in a 5-back. And they turned up yesterday, did exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
literally exactly the same thing. Even the goals were almost identical. Partey had the freedom of North London in the first game, scored outside the box. Erdegaard did the same yesterday.
Imagine if he scored it.
But Partey's got robbed of a Puskás goal-winning goal.
Yeah.
Goal-winning goal.
It's very similar to Payet, wasn't it, in the sense of...
Yeah, it came down from so far. Guys, I actually watched the game.
Congratulations.
I know. I actually thought Spurs had a lot of chances. I think Ramsdale's XG save was 2.4.
Yeah.
Which is quite high. Ramsdale was quality.
No. Spurs only amassed 1.6 in the whole game.
But his save XG was 2.4. He should have conceded 2.4. It was slightly different, I think. Or at some point. It was something like that. Basically, he was amazing. Spurs should have scored. But saying that... Arsenal actually walked him off the park. I don't think Spurs got...
It was very much a game of two halves there, wasn't it?
Arsenal actually battered them.
Yeah, but the first half, we'd already won the game.
Yeah.
That was the worst Spurs performance, or in terms of desire and heart, that I've ever seen in a North London derby in the whole time I've supported Arsenal, I think.
I think that's the thing you can't forgive. If you're a Tottenham fan, when we went away last year, we got beaten. Yeah. It was almost like we were 2 up for it. Holding lost his head. Yeah. Cedric gave that foul away. Yesterday, it was there was nothing from Tottenham.
You know, that's the first time Arsenal have won at Spurs, whether it be White Hart Lane or in 8 years, since 2014.
2014.
It's a big statement. They went 2-0 up and they held out for the result. Arsenal are now holding out wins. They're getting in a win position, winning position, and not bottling it, which we're so notorious at doing.
Yeah. That's what we tend to do a lot this season, right? We blast them off the park in the first half and then consolidate in the second. Yeah. We actually got the defence that can do that.
Very Palace-esque in terms of the first 25 minutes we were electric. Kind of slows down after that, but if you can... remain solid for the entire rest of the game, then we rarely come away with...
I'm pretty sure we've scored 18 out of 18 matches in the first half.
Yeah.
We scored.
Yeah.
So we start strong and we hold out games.
But conversely, Spurs have a real problem of scoring goals first. I think they go behind so frequently. I don't know the exact number, but... I keep seeing stats every single time. They're getting points from losing position.
The first time they'd scored first was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Palace.
Yeah, it was the first time they'd scored first.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because Kane's literally having the season of his life, but the rest of the squad is actually awful.
Yeah.
And let's get this, man. Go on.
Should I take plaudits when I can?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Great shot stopper. I think he's had a great career.
Clearly not.
But it wasn't a shot.
It was going off target and he put it on target.
Hugo Lloris should not, in my opinion, be starting games for Tottenham Hotspur.
No, I agree.
Hey, if your goalkeeper is so susceptible to clangers every week, it's a true fact. 2-0 against Villa. First goal changed the game, Buendia. It's his error. But rebounded off him, Watkins recycled, and then they scored. And then our pressure wasn't going necessarily anywhere until Lloris.
You know, with Lloris,
it's a completely different game. If that doesn't go in, we have to fight, and then Spurs on the counter. That's how they play. So us getting the first goal was imperative to us winning that game.
Lloris, all he has to do to prevent that goal from going in, the first one, is just like not touch it.
Almost, yeah.
No, it's not going in.
Yeah, of course. But the deflection off Sessegnon, you'd say it's a little bit unfortunate because he's like kind of going too far across to.
But it's one thing after another with Hugo, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's far too. It's like way too beyond coincidence now to.
I think it's reactions and age. Like all he has to do is just twist his body. Like it just has to deflect it. He doesn't have to catch it.
How old is he?
How
old is he?
He is old.
So do you think Spurs should be in the market for a keeper to start pushing for that number one spot?
They have to be. And he just looks like mentally done as well. When he conceded that goal, he looks tired apart from anything. He looked like he was hungover. But also he's just like he was walking away from the goal just like, merde. Like doesn't even know what to...
He's won the World Cup. He's just lost a World Cup final. You could be saying like he's probably ready for a new chapter in his life, so to speak.
He's 36.
He's 30. There you go.
Yeah. I don't want to cast too much harshness.
No,
he's had a great career.
He has.
But it's waning now.
Do you drop him?
I don't think he's a Premier League keeper.
Fraser Foster's the second keeper. Do you drop him for Foster?
Foster's not
I'd give him a chance.
I know he's a Premier League keeper.
I'd give him a chance.
He's
Fraser
a Premier League
Foster's
keeper.
proved in Southampton periods that he's actually a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So why not? And certainly he's better with the ball at his feet than Lloris is. He looks so uncomfortable every time the ball comes back to him.
Going back to the other end of the pitch, Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, what player? Tale of two keepers, really, wasn't it? That entire game was a tale of two.
He was so good.
Yeah.
And give us a stat about him.
He is the fourth best keeper in terms of XG prevented this season.
Who's he just overtaken?
He's just overtaken Nick Pope.
God damn
Come
right.
on.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I think he's genuinely had a worse season this season than last season. Like throughout the season, I've been thinking...
Because he's had to do less.
Because he's had to do less,
Yeah.
He's made a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
But yesterday, to turn up away, North London Derby, and put in your best performance
Big
of the
saves,
season,
some big saves
the character,
yesterday.
a 24-year-old to do that, giving it to the fans at the end.
Yeah.
But also, I know he's a big shithouse and we love him for it, but he is actually so mature.
Yeah.
Though at the end of the game, when Richarlison quite literally punched him in the face, could have been killed. It didn't react.
It wasn't even a punch, though. It was a little sort of scratch.
He was trying to get...
like
It was classic,
pigeon.
It was classic Richarlison trying to get something out of a player. Post-match, like, mate, you just lost 2-0. Get over yourself, like a fucking loser. And then he's gone to get his water bottle, ignored Richarlison, picked up his water bottle and got kicked by this just disgraceful loser who has no life and actually should be banned from every football match for the rest of it. If they find him, but it's classic Spurs. They just can't even find anyone.
I
They're going to bottle job it,
right
aren't
behind
they?
the goal.
Yeah, but they'll bottle job it. They do everything. They bottle job everything. They're going to. Well, how the hell can we find this man?
I'd also like to address the brilliance of Mikel Arteta's Mikel Arteta's management during that, because you see everyone's like walking back and Xhaka goes flying back into the chaos and he's like, oh.
No, but I think, no. He thought Xhaka was going to go actually kick things off, but actually Xhaka was going to collect his players.
Yeah, I think
that's what you saw.
Maybe that's what it's missing.
After Xhaka pushed Arteta away and went to go collect the players, so he's actually again showing maturity.
Yeah, but Arteta, you see the four pictures where he's smiling, walking away with Ramsdale, and then as Xhaka goes past him, chases after him.
Then they all just like running off the pitch. Get out of here, quick! You don't want them pesky, dangerous Spurs fans kicking you in the back again, do you?
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
Poor from them.
Yeah, they are a bunch of losers, to be honest.
How impressive was it to finally see Martinelli bringing out his Brazilian side, by the way?
The control on the back.
Yeah,
I love it.
And that rattled Romero, by the way. He was so angry
by that as well.
Also, Romero, it's so lucky to be on the pitch.
Yeah, he was.
How that man did not get sent off, I do not know.
5 bookable offences.
It was a North London derby tax there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's a massive game. I'll let him get away with it.
But
I'll let him get away with it again. And then,
Yeah, true.
Did you see Richarlison, Blanken, Martinelli at the corner flag as well?
Yeah, he apologised for that as well.
Yeah.
And also he smacked Tommy Ashley when they were both subs as well.
Yeah.
I think he genuinely is like therapy. I think he's got...
It's not for the cameras from Richarlison. It's just from the cameras. He wants the fans to love him and stuff like that.
It's just too passionate. Sometimes it's like, bro.
I think it's forced, me. I think it's for sure.
It's main character energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no one cares about how you do.
But I would like him on our team. Do you know what I mean? No, you want him on your team to be the shithouse.
I don't think he is. I don't think... Like,
if you're a shithouse, you have to be good.
The way Ramsdale does it, where it's inoffensive, but you know it's going to wind people up. Like, there's nothing wrong with turning around kissing the badge. There's nothing offensive about it, but it winds them up. I think he's got that nailed. I think Richarlison's
winds himself up. Do you think he winds himself up?
Yeah,
he winds up himself.
He's just a passion merchant. Relies on that together.
We enjoyed Martinelli throwing the flag, throwing the Arsenal.
Oh, the second attempt, the scarf up there, Spartacus.
Yeah. Gary Neville obviously came out and said after the game, he thinks Arsenal will not win the league and City United will finish above him. He then went on to say he thinks Arsenal will not win the league, but he also said that about Leicester.
Yeah.
And he'd rather Arsenal win the league than City. But he thinks actually Arsenal will finish third.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Clicks and views.
Yeah.
That's what he's done it for. He knows that Arsenal fans think he's got an agenda and he's feeding into it. Like that clip had done over 1 million views on TikTok within an hour, I think.
But you're not rattled about it?
Oh, I am rattled back. so rattled I couldn't even film a response to it.
Gary, you watch it.
Gary, if you watch it, mate, weapon.
Yeah,
absolute weapon.
Come on Pitch Side, discuss your Arsenal opinion.
Come on,
please.
But if you do want me on Sky Sports, then I am available most weekends.
But every week he says Arsenal are brilliant in his little Mancunian.
He does actually secretly love us.
So I think it's just a closet.
But in the build-up, he tries saying things that will be like, this is the week that 20 minutes into the game yesterday, it was fully like, Tottenham will be happy if they get in at 3-0, and it was just rinsing Tottenham for the rest of the game. So he knows what he's
doing. Who wasn't rinsing Tottenham? Martin Tyler.
Oh, yeah. To hear someone complain about when we scored our first goal, it sounded like his cat just died in front of him. He's like, it's Arsenal 1-0. Nice one, mine.
I actually have a bit of sympathy for him because I didn't even realise it had gone in because the ground was silent.
It was silent. No one
the camera angle didn't really look like it had gone in. So I always watch the Peter Drury commentary afterwards because it just gives me goosebumps. And even he was like, there was a split second. We didn't realise it.
No one celebrated for like half a second. Was like,
yeah.
He's really done that.
Yeah,
it's true. I like the energy that Martin Tyler and Gary Neville bring to Arsenal games now because it's kind of like, back in the playground at school when someone used to pick on you all the time. People really, really fancied you. It's like Neville is basically...
Like, pick on you at school?
No, girls. Like girls and boys would...
Yeah.
I know.
I never got picked on at school, which means no one liked me.
No, not picked on, as in like girls would come up to you and like poke you and be like, hey.
That's what you think, mate.
Well, just tangential.
You're just too good looking, what can you say?
But Neville is definitely a closet Arsenal fan. He just can't.
Well, Gary, you know where to come.
He keeps saying he wants Arsenal to win. So ultimately, how many times do you say, I want Arsenal to win the league, but every week I'm going to shit on them until it's mathematically impossible for anyone to catch up.
Yeah. I think it does great for the Premier League scene as well. Like a new team coming through the ranks and not being...
A new team.
Manchester... No,
I know what you mean. That.
Winning the title.
I know what you mean.
I even think United coming back, bringing back the old rivalry of United against Arsenal. I think,
by the way, this is such a statement for the league. Just beating Spurs, just dominating. It's so good.